Aquarius, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. Let's take a look into your general reading for the beginning of January. This is January 4th. We are looking into, like I said, a general spread, and then we'll look into some love messages towards the end from the person that you are connecting with. If anybody ends all foolish man in this deck, just wanted to pop out. This is part of your overall energy. This is all about taking a leap of faith into the unknown, into something brand new, new beginnings. This is, so the Fool here, he's looking into the horizon. He is optimistic in whatever it is that he is about to go into. He's not fearful at this point. He is ready to just jump into something with I want to say with a fresh lens. I don't know what that means for you, but the Plutonian symbol is kind of catching my eye at this point. At the bottom left-hand corner of this card, we have the Ace of Swords here as well. Along with the Fool, the Ace of Swords is kind of telling me with the Fool looking at the Ace of Swords and me catching a glimpse of the Plutonian symbol, the Pluto symbol. This is giving me the energy of someone who understands that they must go through a radical change in their life in order to have something that they've been waiting for to be revealed to them, some sort of revelation. But like I said, the individual has to undergo a certain metamorphosis, if you will, in their life before they are even aligned with receiving something. I don't know what this Ace of Swords is that you might be anticipating or waiting for, Aquarius, but it looks like, wow. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Justice card, Libran energy, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got the Devil and the Star and the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. This talks about deep-seated wounds that you may be possibly keeping to yourself and actively healing. That's what I'm getting. You are kind of taking it upon yourself to just give attention and energy to something that you have possibly identified within yourself as of recently. The Star is your card, Aquarius. This is your energy. The Star talks about healing, in this case paired with the Devil. It also talks about being in alignment with whatever it is that you're trying to pull into your reality. Eight of Pentacles, I feel like because you've identified something that you know you need to relinquish, you need to heal, and that you need to move on from, because you know that, because you have found out whatever this is. I feel like you feel that you are now capable of being proactive towards this progression. Ace of Wands, Justice, and Knight of Pentacles, kind of like what I just said. You are actively healing what must be healed within you. Nine of Wands, this is an energy of someone who is really taking the load. It's a burden on one's own self that belongs to that individual, of course, but this is something that I feel you've been caring for quite some time, and you're not trying to get to the Ten of Wands where you know, you're just so exhausted that you have to just drop it, because at least here in the Nine of Wands energy, you have the capacity to and the strength to actually work through whatever this is once and for all, instead of, you know, being like, okay, this is just too much, I'm not going to look at it, I'm going to you know, bury it under the rug, so to speak. I'm actually going to work on whatever this is. I believe this is Saturn in Sagittarius. No, I think that's Ten of Wands. Regardless, I feel like you're on the right path, and I feel as though a very major reason why you're wanting to make sure that you clear out whatever negative energy, whatever blockage this wound is actually causing. You're wanting to clear this because you know that that's the only way. This is part of your transformation, I'm seeing. You know, this is the only way that you're going to be allowed from the universe to receive what it is that you're wanting. I feel like you may have had been, I don't know why I'm getting this idea of you may have been waiting for some time for something that wasn't coming in, that you weren't receiving. And yeah, you're wanting to I feel like with the Ace of Wands, the Justice, and the Knight of Pentacles, this here, the Justice card, is all about, in this case, I feel it's about making things right, not getting on the same page with someone, but basically you might be trying to make things right with someone, or trying to make things right for something to happen. You may have felt as though it's going to take some time and dedication for you to actually prove that you actually want to bring balance into some sort of dynamic or some sort of situation. Yeah, it's almost like you understand that this is not going to be a cakewalk, or it's not going to be like a one and done overnight type thing. The Knight of Pentacles, this is slow, steady, committed energy, consistent energy. With the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, I'm getting that you may have possibly been blocking yourself with, from something that you have been truly wishing for, by keeping yourself stuck and basically distracted. 10 of Wands just came out, and the Magician. Oh my God, this is someone who is, I don't want to say, but someone who consciously knows that they are creating more of a workload, or more of some sort of burden for themselves to take on. You may have been so used to doing this for a very long time. 10 of Wands, this is taking on some sort of burden for a long period of time. And you may feel as though it's going to take a lot, it's going to require a lot from you to kind of reverse or reprogram yourself into maybe not being a workaholic, or someone that just constantly feels as though doing something, or doing busy work, I don't know, something that is keeping you from aligning with something that you want, with the life that you want. This is you really actually understanding that oops, I'm so sorry. This is you. Let me just turn this on. This is you understanding that you're at a, I want to say focal point, but you're at a split, I feel. You're at a split on your path, and you can go either right or left, and you know exactly what is going to come of either paths. It's really going to be up to you as to how it all unfolds from here on out, Aquarius. I don't know what this means for you, but I think this year is going to be noticeably different from last year. I feel like last year a lot of people were kind of either about to go through some sort of ending or closing out of a chapter in their lives, and the beginning of this year is when they're actually experiencing the new, in whatever it is. I know several people that left my job, and this was at the very end of the year, and so now they're in totally different career fields. Justice. So you could be dealing with a Libra. This is part of your love portion. We have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck too. Both of them signify balance. The Fool just came out. The Fool is Aries energy. So Libra and Aries, these are opposite signs from one another. This person here, wow. We've got the King of Swords and the Six of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got Aquarian, Capricorn, Scorpio energy, but past that, I feel like with the Six of Cups being in the middle of the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, this is I feel like this person, so this person may or may not be an Aries or Libra, but what I'm seeing is like the Fool's looking at Lady Justice. It's not Lady Justice, but he's looking to make things right. So it could be, this could be a male or female. Don't get caught up with genders. But this person here may be wanting to rectify a situation with you, bring balance, and some sort of reciprocated effort towards you, your way. I feel as though this person may have felt, or so if what I'm getting with the King of Swords and your overall energy in your general spread earlier is that that insight or that revelation that you may be waiting to have revealed to you, whatever you're anticipating, this person is wanting to give it to you. And you, King of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Six of Cups talks about the past, memories, being nostalgic. The King of Swords here on one side of the Six of Cups is realizing. Six of Cups is scorpionic energy, Scorpio energy, talks about loss and talks about accepting loss. And I feel as though this person, with the King of Swords being here, I think this is their energy that they are embodying at this point in time. You may have said something or shown something to them that made them, what's the word? You kind of put things in a different perspective for them. I think this involves the possibility of losing you. I think this is where it's going with the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. On the other side, this is saying that this person is now, I don't know if, it's only now or if they have in the past as well, but they have understood and conceptualized the idea of losing you to possibly someone else. They've thought this in their mind. They have kind of understood what they would feel. King of Swords, I don't want to say that they don't handle their emotions well, or that they are not well in tune with their emotions, but they understand what type of emotions that they would experience if they were to be aware that the person that they love is with somebody else, that they lost someone that they love to someone else that could possibly give them what they could have given to you. Oh. Aquarius, that's wild. I think, take this reading however it resonates. Maybe that first portion was not for you, Aquarius. It could have possibly been for this other person. You could certainly put that person in the position that I was describing earlier, needing to or actively clearing something out that they needed to, because it may have or is hindering some sort of progress between you two, some sort of forward motion. That's what I'm getting with the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Six of Cups in the middle of all of that. Being hung up on the past and not moving forward. The King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles are both looking away from the Six of Cups. Like, both of these archetypes are wanting to move away from the past. The Six of Cups card is not necessarily negative or about negative past memories. They can be, but it's usually about being nostalgic over someone you have a deep bond with, or something or some aspect of the past that you have a sentimental attachment to. But in this case, I feel like this person here is wanting to move away from past patterns, previous patterns, because Six of Cups is also about reconciliation, and if we are reconciling, we are wanting to do things differently so we can kind of break the cycle of whatever is in the way. So I hope that helped, Aquarius. Take care.